We're going to speak to the Vice Chancellor of Victoria University, Lawrence Muganga. We're going to speak matters of drug abuse. Good morning, Doctor.
Raymond, good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, and in your home still. Doctor, there are very many cases of young kids, primary and secondary school, who have gone ahead to use alcohol and all sorts of things, even shisha. As a person who has really been around these kids for some time, especially in education, what is the root cause for all this?
Yeah, Raymond, I want now let me speak in the capacity of one as a parent, okay? And I'm fortunate to be a parent as well, and who also I happen to have children that are also in university. So I hear the parents, I hear everyone, but I also speak as an educator who is facing people's kids on a daily basis. And these are valuable human resources of the country. But one thing is for sure, viewers and parents, that at times we need to be fair to a human being. If, Raymond, you look at ourselves, the adults, there are times when you honestly become stressed, anxious, depressed. Probably even you develop PTSD over time because of something that has happened in your life. So if these things are happening to a normal adult as old as me, so you can be sure that the same thing can happen to a child if they experience different events that may cause trauma, anxiety, stress, depression. So, and there are so many things that are stressing these kids. And we, the parents, sometimes we don't understand because we always look at these kids and say, you know, no, you are still children.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay? But they are also human beings and they are healthy. Now, when it happens to an adult, if you're not resilient enough, you end up numbing it with alcohol, you end up taking it, some kind of drugs or substance. If you're not that patient, and others can't even seek help, different therapists here and there. Now, in the young people, if you look at what is going on in this country, you're going to find that every child, majority of the kids, are sent to different boarding schools. Okay? And parents separate themselves from their children for a very long time. Just imagine if a child was to be in school and has been in a boarding school from primary 1, P7, senior 4, senior 6, then you go to a hostel in also university. 16 years, you have probably been closer to your child for only 18 months or just 24 months.
Doctor,
so, do you understand what happens in that situation? Mm-hmm. Every time this child is experiencing the things I talked about, has no help from an adult. The adult they have is a teacher who is expecting them to meet particular rules. No time to listen to them. No time to understand what they are going through. And what do? If one child smuggled in something, it can start like maybe a painkiller, for example. And then this child tells this one, if you take this painkiller, actually, you'll feel good. And then before you know it, it graduates from a painkiller to some substance that is dangerous. And then this person takes it. And they are taking these things to make themselves a little bit better, but then it becomes habitual, and before you know, they are advanced. So sometimes we also need to think, where are we taking our children? Who is taking care of them?
Doctor, is the issue about neglect from the parents to the students, to the children?
I want to argue that to a bigger extent, yes.
It's neglect.
Yes. Now, just imagine, the years you spend away from your child, they cannot confide in you. They can't feel that you are actually closer to them to guide them. You've been away. They see you as a visitor in their lives. When they come back for holidays, remember in a year, if they are in primary school, primary kind of level, they are with you like how many? They study 3 times a year. If you have them at home, maybe about 2 months in a year. That's 60 days. Now, 60 days, a child who doesn't live with you every day, they are going to get allies. Now, the ally probably is an age mate. And the age mate, if is engulfed in very bad decisions, you can trust the process that even your child is going to be part of that kind of situation. So we need to really rethink the parenting model we have. If a child comes to you every day, it is different from a child being away from you every day. Because when they come to you every day, you start noticing a certain pattern of behavior. And you wonder, okay, this child used to come back home at 4. Now, yesterday they came back at 8. What's going on? Then you can talk to them. But also, you have to be very tactical as well and say, okay, let me be closer to my child. Let me make them my friends, such that they can also tell me the struggles they are going through. There is a tendency where parents say that, how can I be a friend to my child? Is it that I have become so cheap to the extent that I don't have friends? And I have to have a 12-year-old to be my friend? No, you're not doing it because you're looking for a friend. You're doing it because you need to nurture, to develop, to follow up with your child and make sure you are closer to them. Whenever they feel disturbed, you are the first person they run to and they explain how they are feeling this, and then you intervene.
Doctor, because of time constraints, we can't go any further, but I would urge you, it's very hard to advise the doctor. Let me advise you. Would you think it would be better for you to maybe take up this on a bigger platform to talk to the parents and the kids? I
would definitely love to do that because, like I said, I am a parent. If I can say anything that can help a fellow parent, I would gladly do that. And the children, and this is what I tell my kids all the time, I make sure every day I speak to my children. They can fail me if they wish at some point, but I want them to understand that I'm there for them. And in case of anything, they can come to me, they can confide in me, and we can work out things, and I will not judge them, and I will not push them away. So in the process, you arrest so many situations.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor, for your time.
It's a pleasure, Raymond.
That was Dr. Lawrence Muganga talking about issues of drug abuse and school.